And hopefully we will be done with this call at 9. So we're going to try to keep it simple and answer any questions you guys have and kind of just dive in and share a little bit. This is our like getting started, right? Like launching your business, what to expect, like how to kind of do this successfully and, with grace and class and style and chaos and, all the things that we can expect as moms, and being brand new to this too. So a little bit about me. My name's Ashley. I have been a coach for 3.5 years. I have a Star Diamond team. We are, those of you that have been on our team calls already or have been in the team page and stuff, you know that we are a lot of mamas and, coffee drinking, wine swinging, not swinging. We like wine and coffee, and workout. Yeah, this is water, by the way. I haven't had any wine today, and probably not enough coffee. But anyway, brand new coaches and coaches that have been with me for several years and kind of everywhere in between. And I started this business because a mom of 3, I had just started nursing school full time. I had 3 kids under age 6. My life was crazy. And I thought, why not add building my own business to my laundry list of other things that I'm doing? And my husband thought I was crazy. And not gonna lie, I was a little bit skeptical when I started of, home workouts because I was a gym rat and I didn't think you could work out at home and get results. And I told Deidre, like, whatever that shake thing is, like, I'll try it for a month and then I probably am going to go back to drinking my Target protein shakes because I don't really need a fancy shake. Like, I'm frugal and I'm not going to spend the money on it. And I was hooked after month 1. And of course, as a coach, we are the product of the product. And I knew that if I wanted to have a successful business with coaching, with using Beachbody programs, Beachbody products, and Shakeology, I was going to have to do that regularly. I was going to have to use the workouts, be an example of, this is what success looks like with 21 Day Fix. And I did 21 Day Fix 2 rounds when I first started, and I had some amazing results postpartum. I was super pumped to share those, and I did. And that's kind of where I started to see my business develop, is when I started sharing what I loved and what I was doing. And connecting with other people who had similar struggles. That was like being a postpartum mom, wanting to lose the baby weight, wanting to get in shape, wanting the consistency of, being able to follow a routine and not have to spend 2 hours, loading your kids up in the car and carting them to the gym and having to stop your workout so you could go breastfeed the baby or change a diaper or something else. And then, by that time it was like, this is pointless. This is chaos. So I found that doing all of this at home was so much more convenient, and it gave me more time with my kids. And that's what I wanted. When I started, I didn't have a huge goal of building a big successful business. I didn't have a huge vision. I just knew that if I could help a few people and pay it forward, then I would consider myself successful. And as I continued to help more people and see my business grow, I found that this business is like a legit business. Like, this is like the real deal. Like, this is so much more than sweaty selfies and shakes and like, talking to people on Facebook. This is helping people change their lives. This is helping people transform not just their health, not just their, physical appearance, if they're looking for weight loss or abs or whatever their fitness goals are, but helping people transform their financial status too. People that are struggling with, student loans and bills to pay and needing additional income and don't want to have to get a second or a third job. And to be able to do something from home, or, those that are wanting to quit their jobs and stay home with their kids, or, are torn between going back to work after baby, or, whatever the reasoning is, but helping people. And that's our mission statement with Beachbody, helping people lead healthy and fulfilling lives. And if that means it's better health, wonderful. If that means it's a business, even better. And that's a pretty good reason why you guys are all here tonight and why you guys have all joined as coaches, because you want something more. You have bigger goals. You have bigger goals for yourself and for this business. So welcome, first of all. We are so excited to have all of you on our teams, on this call, through this training, and on this journey with us. And know that there's a lot of information, but it doesn't have to be overwhelming, and you can do this as much or as little as you want, and there's no requirement that says like you have to be an all-in 100%, 24/7 kind of coach. So Deidre, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself too? Are you able to? I mean,
sorry. I was going back to my screen so I can unmute myself. Sorry. Hi, guys.
Uh-oh.
Can you mute?
Oh, Amy, I'm going to unmute you. There we go.
Sorry. We just have to mute people who are on their cell phones because for some reason a cell phone gives a ton of background noise. My name is Deidre Mangus. So a lot of what Ashley said, I actually have a similar story also, which is probably why we're on the same team, because we have a lot in common. But I started after having my second baby. I just wanted to lose the weight because it wasn't coming off as easy as it was the first time. So I started using Insanity, and I refused to use Shakeology at first because the GNC whey protein was doing just fine for me. My upline coach is actually my cousin, Melanie. She's the top coach in the company now times 4 years, which is pretty amazing. But when it was just 1 year into her business is when I first started 5 years ago. No, she was like 1.5 years in. And I didn't really believe in what she was doing at the time. I kind of laughed at her along with my entire family. And now she can laugh at us. Well, not me because I'm with her. But now we can laugh at our entire family because a lot of them still don't believe in what we do. But we do it anyways because it's what we love. So I ended up joining her after refusing Shakeology for a while, and she would not let me in her challenge groups. And I'm like, seriously, I'm your cousin and you're not going to let me in without Shakeology? And her not letting me in was a good reminder. And it was nice because I had the experience of not using it and then finally doing it just so I can get in her challenge group. And I realized the importance of it. And I realized the value of it because from me using my GNC protein shake and not getting the results that I wanted to using Shakeology and getting that support in the challenge group made the whole difference for reaching my health and fitness goals. So I love the support. I ended up losing 40 pounds, and I actually became a coach in the middle of me losing 40 pounds. And I did become a coach because I was just sharing my workouts and Shakeology on my Facebook page. I like to inspire people. I'm also a nurse by trade. I was an ER nurse for 6 years before I quit altogether. And I was just sharing it on Facebook because my nurse friends would see it, my family would see it, my friends would see it. I didn't have a whole lot of people on my Facebook page. But as I was sharing my journey, I had people that started to reach out to me, and they were like, what is that workout that you're showing? Tell me more about what you're doing. So I was like, well, I'm doing this Beachbody workout. I've lost weight. I feel good. I'm drinking this, I called it protein shake, but it's more than a protein shake. This shake that is making me feel good and it's giving me energy. And people were like, well, I want to do it. And I'm like, okay. And I ended up joining as a coach after I told my cousin no 2 times. So the third time was the charm. And I finally signed up and nobody joined me. I was like, wait, those people said they wanted to join me and they're not even joining me anymore. So, as I was kind of upset that no one joined me right away, I stayed consistent. I went to an event. I went to a Super Saturday, and that was like my game changer, was going to the event and seeing the other coaches that were at the top of the company and doing really well. And they were just really inspiring. And that that event that I went to by myself that was very scary for me was the moment I realized my potential to actually build a business. And I never wanted to quit nursing. I worked really, really hard to get through nursing. My mom was a single mom, and she put every penny she could to get me through my summer classes so I can graduate early from nursing school, so I can get a good job. And I didn't want to let my mom down, and I didn't want to let myself down. So I never thought I'd quit nursing. But then it came to a point 2 years later. It was 2 years later that I was still working as a nurse, but I was, a Star Diamond coach, and I had too much on my plate. I had 2 kids. I was putting all these hours in with my business, and then I was working night shifts and swing shifts as a nurse, and I couldn't do it all. And I realized the potential for Beachbody. So I gave up my nursing career, still have my license, but gave up my nursing career because I knew that if I put more time and effort into my business, it would just significantly grow. So I grew a 6-figure income in 1 year of Beachbody. And that was a lot of extra sacrificing. It was a lot of working late at night, waking up at 4 a.m. to do my workout so I can go to work and then come home and work my business. But it did pay off. So it has been a huge blessing to my family because I ended up going through a divorce and I had no other option but I have to provide for my family, for my kids. I have to go buy a home. So I have to say, like, Beachbody was what I needed in my life. And it wasn't even just the financial part that helped me, because we were able to go buy a house and not be so tied down to what's in my bank account. Not being free. But it was the support that I had with my Beachbody family that was really amazing, guys. Like, I have friends outside of Beachbody, but like, this is my family. Like, this is my second family. And it's really awesome to see that. And, even for Ashley and I, like, we didn't know each other before Beachbody, but when we get together, man, it's like we've known each other for a really long time. So it's an amazing journey that we've had so far. So yeah, that's my story. So Ashley, do you want to start, or, oh, you're texting me. Perfect.
Yeah. So I
just seeing it.
Well, I messaged Deidre and I told her that I had prepared some slides and I organized before this call. Who am I? Like, I am usually a fly by the seat of my pants kind of person, and I prepped and I'm organized today. So
I just can't find them. So let's use yours.
Perfect. Okay, so I am going to do a little bit of a screen share. And then first off, does anybody have any questions so far, or does anybody have anything that that you have questions about that you want us to touch on or cover? We're going to kind of run down this business real quick and give you guys some early on stuff. And then we're going to cover a lot within the next 30 days of our coach training. But if there's anything specifically that, either beforehand or tonight, if there's something that you have questions about that we don't quite cover, it's probably coming, but like, this is an open forum. Anything you have a question about, chances are, like, we have all had that same question. So raise your hand or drop a comment in the chat, or if you want some more clarification on something that we're covering, then with share a cart. Okay. Yeah, so we'll kind of dive into that a little bit with enrollment and stuff like that. Share a cart. Caitlin, do you mind like expanding real quick on what you're talking about?
Yeah. I've sent out 6 different carts to people, and they'll tell me that they didn't receive the email. I'll go back and check to make sure that I put their email address in right. Sometimes it's me, but there are definitely 6 people who haven't gotten the cart. And so I've just either made my link and send it directly to them, or I forwarded my email directly to them. But is it me? Am I doing something wrong? Because it's coming to me.
I know I've been getting my own links too. Do you get your links?
Yeah.
Okay. But sometimes, like, I had a girl, it was in her junk email. A couple girls, it was in their junk email. So I'm telling them, check your junk email.
Yeah.
Sometimes the browser, if it's a different browser, I know Google Chrome works a lot better. Mine this morning, I was trying to send an enrollment and it kicked me out 3 times. And I had to just close out all of my apps and then go back in and try it again. And if I can't get it from my phone for some reason, then I go back into, like if I have access to my computer, then I'll go in and try to do it through my computer. And I think just the volume of orders that are going through right now with 2B mindset and stuff sometimes the system gets a little bit bogged down. But we can kind of take a look, and if you want to like practice, we can do a practice one like with a fake email or something.
I mean, I've done some right. I have 2 people who've gotten it. They're on. I'm just chalking it up to a glitch in the system that, you know, like you said, it is so bogged down right now. So I'm not that stressed about it. We're getting them signed up regardless.
Deidre, do you have any feedback on that?
Sorry, I had minimized. I'm like struggling to unmute myself. With a share cart?
Yeah.
Yeah, you will get an email along with that person who is going to finish it.
They're not getting They're not getting it.
They're not getting it at all?
Right. I'm getting one. They're not getting it.
Are they looking in their spam?
One girl I know checked in her spam. I mean, I'm not super worried about it. Let's check.
Well, yeah. So they should check their spam. A lot of my customers who have signed up are coaches. It ended up being in their spam. Okay. But if you're getting it, they should be getting it unless it's the wrong email. Right. But what I always do, just in case, is when I complete a share cart, at the end it'll say send, but then it'll say copy link. So I always copy that link and I still directly send it to wherever I'm talking to them, whatever platform. Okay. So usually it's Facebook or Instagram. I'll say, hey, you can go ahead and check your email. It'll be in there. Check your spam, make sure it's in there. But here's the quick link in case you just want to use it right here.
Sounds good. Thank you.
No problem.
So let me do a quick screen share and then we'll dive in. Okay. Can everybody see this new coach kickoff call here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first I kind of want to talk about the compound effect. I'm going to just zoom this a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. Whoop, too much. Okay. So in our new coach training, if you've gone through the first 30, the first documents that we shared on Friday, Saturday, and then, you know, there's just some links in there that you can go through. As you enrolled, you did get an email from corporate that is your first 30 video. There is a first 30, literally a video that corporate sends you that we ask that you go through, and that kind of walks you through enrollment of your online office. It walks you through setting up your websites, setting up your links and everything like that. And then there's some printouts and stuff that also include your coach ID, which is a number that if you don't memorize it, at least put it like in the notes on your phone or something, because that is like the golden ticket for you for this business. That is like the number that you need whenever you enroll someone, and the number that you need, you know, if you have somebody who like maybe they enrolled through the Beachbody website like 5 years ago and they were assigned a random coach and they don't know who their coach is, and you need to do a coach change form to change them over to you. They need your coach ID. They'll need your email. So that video walks you through kind of the basics of how to set up your office and do all of those basic business building steps. So if you haven't done that yet, go into the training and just go through that list of documents that we've provided for you guys. There's a link to your business starter document, like where you're going to be tracking like your business and stuff. We will dive into tracking a little bit more as we go. If you're having conversations with people already, that is a really great resource for you to track your conversations. I do have, a notebook is great if you are ready to implement a system, like an electronic email kind of tracking system. We'll dive into that a little bit more. But initially just making sure that you're tracking those conversations. So that way, when you go back for follow-ups, you know who you're talking to, you know who's interested, you know what you're talking about. And you'll get people that'll say, you know what, I'm really interested, but not right now. Can you check back with me next month? So it's really important to kind of keep track of those conversations and not just have, random Post-it notes everywhere of like, I know I need to message this person back, and been there, done that, and it sucks. So keeping a better, organization of your conversations and things like that. So one of the things that we do mention in that list of documents is ordering a personal development book. And one of the books that hands down we recommend across the board is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. And if you haven't read it yet, it's an easy read. You can do it on Audible. You can do a 30-day free trial on Audible. You can, listen to it in just a couple hours. And again, like it's an easy read. I don't know. I don't have it down here. I don't know where I put it. But one thing that Darren talks about in that book, literally the compound effect of, one small thing and the impact that it can have. Like if a plane is leaving from, LA to go to New York and it changes course just by an inch, the nose is pointed 1 inch in the right direction, it'll end up in like New Jersey. And if it's pointed 1 inch in the other direction, it'll end up in like upstate New York. And just the tiniest little thing, what kind of a big compound effect that'll have. So that applies to you as a coach with your new coaching business. The compound effect that you can have on someone's life, that you can have on just the ability of, sharing a little bit about your journey on social media. And you never know truly who is watching and who is inspired, who is watching and waiting, who is silent, who hasn't said anything. And it's really amazing because, you may have 10 people right away that are like, dude, tell me more. And you may have somebody in 3 years from now that's like, I've been watching your journey since day one, and I am finally ready to, take the next steps and join you. But just that one little impact that you can make on someone's life can impact hundreds and thousands. And again, like you never really know who you're inspiring. We are a team. We are an amazingly supportive, encouraging team, and just the ability to lean in too is so important. And I am a kind of a control freak, do-it-yourselfer. Like it's really hard for me to allow someone else to help me and for me to ask for help. And I like to, do it the hard way and trial and error it a bunch of times and then realize Ashley, why aren't you asking the team for help? Or why aren't you asking, and I'll call Deidre and I'll be like, all right, walk me through this. Am I doing this right or wrong? And it's, especially early on, it's so important to lean in and to ask for help and to ask for support. Especially if there's something, that you feel like you're spinning your wheels on or you're doing over and over. So teamwork, lean in, support, encourage. And that goes for not just for, people that you are talking to on social media, but that goes for your friends, your family, your team. You are a glorified cheerleader now in the very best way. You have so many amazing abilities to help cheer on and support and encourage so many people. And maybe you started coaching because you were inspired, or you were cheered on, or you were encouraged, or you were motivated, or maybe you've just seen this compound effect of what, all of these people making these healthy choices look like, and you want to share that with the world. So whatever it is, continue to be a cheerleader and to be that support system. And seriously, let's think about this. Starting an accountability group for other people, or maybe you've been in one before, you've been in one of ours, but that's kind of what you do. You just support and cheer on and encourage others. And it's not, it doesn't have to be a big, complicated process. It's just you being there, being, the light in someone's darkness, and helping people kind of get through the struggles. So as a new coach, you have the ability as well to pick your path. And this is this applies to new coaches that you're enrolling as well. You can share this with them, and, have a conversation about that. But, there's a discount coach, and that's somebody who, discount coach, preferred customer, who gets 25% off of everything every month. That's your Shakeology. It saves you $25. 25% off of all the performance line, any gear, literally anything that you order. And it says on here, no sales. And I just want to touch on that because we're not like a sales driven company. And I think probably all of us can agree that like, I didn't sign up to be a coach because I didn't want to sell a bunch of stuff and like post all these sales all over, that's not why I'm here. Good. Because that's not why we're here. We are here either. We are here for, the compound effect and all of the things I just talked about. But you don't, as a discount coach, you're not required to do any kind of anything except for you're just here to get the discount. And I have several coaches on my team who are just here to get the discount, or that kind of waver between just here to get the discount and maybe want to help out a couple friends and family here and there. But this is your own coaching path. Like, it's your business and you have the ability to kind of do it however you want. You can be a hobby coach where, you love the programs, you love Beachbody stuff. You want to share that with other people. Maybe you want to get your Shakeology paid for every month. Maybe, just a couple extra $100 here and there would be great to get your, to pay for your groceries and things like that. Or you're a full-time coach. You want to build a substantial business. You want to build a foundation for success. You want to build a rock star income. You want to pay your mortgage every month. You want to, pay for, school or daycare or, all of these things. You want to have a regular income that comes in and build a business, build a team, and, maybe live a little bit more freedom, driven life. And I see a chat coming up. Okay. So you do have the ability to pick your path. And if you have gone through a welcome email that I've sent you, you probably are already familiar with this, and you've probably already emailed me back. And you may already know exactly what you want to do. So know that for you, you can do it however you want, and we will be here to support you however you need. Also know that we will match your efforts. So if you are 100% all in and you're like, Ashley, Deidre, like, tell me how to do this. Like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to like run with this. I need all of the support I can get, and I'm going to show up and I'm going to be on every call and I'm going to do the stuff and I'm going to do the work and I'm going to prove to you that like, yes, I want this. Then we will 100% match your effort. But if you on the alternative are like, you know what, like, it's just really not that important to me, to do the things that it takes to build a business. And I just, maybe every now and then we can chit chat and kind of, all of that, then we're here for that too. But we will be here as much or as little support that you need, and we will definitely match your efforts. So launching your business, Deidre, do you have anything you want to mention?
Nope, you're doing good so far.
So launching your business, I was going to include a couple examples of posts to launch your business, but we are going to cover that this week. And I kind of want to talk about it a little bit before I just show you an example. But just some things to do to launch your business. We like to say, get really good at one or two social medias before you try to like conquer the world. Because you don't have to do all of the things. You don't have to be on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Pinterest and LinkedIn. I don't even know like all of the things, but there's so many different things out there that can grab and try to pull our attention in so many different directions. So whatever social media platform you have right now, obviously we all have Facebook because we're all on this call. Use Facebook. If you have Instagram, wonderful. There is a lot going on Instagram right now. So know that if you're on Instagram, great. If you're not on Instagram and you want to set up an Instagram, I would probably recommend doing that, just because you have the ability to reach so many different people, not just your Facebook friends, but like a world of people over there through hashtags and the search feature on Instagram. That is really, really great. So I love my Instagram. I get a lot of business now from my Instagram. I didn't for a long time. But now I'm navigating it quite a bit more. Actually, that's where I met Deidre, is through Instagram. So I don't know, it's kind of like most of my business now is coming from Instagram. So it kind of, I don't know, it's kind of comes full circle. But what's nice about Instagram, if you have a Facebook account and your Facebook is like mostly your family members and like some really close friends, great. Like you're probably going to be able to help some family and friends, but it's also nice to be able to have and grow a new audience through other social medias too. Deidre, you look like you want to say something. No? Okay. Okay. I'm like a rambling, I'm a talker. So just interrupt me if you need to.
You're on a mission.
Okay. So Instagram, if you want to set one up, great. I am Fit Mommy Ashley on Instagram. Deidre is Forever Fit Nurse. If you want to go take a look at our profiles and kind of see how we've set that up, great, do that. I would recommend doing that. And you can put a bio in there. And I would recommend doing Linktree. It's linktr.ee. And that just gives you, Instagram only allows you to put one link in. And real quick to touch on links, Beachbody gives you a link with like your coach ID. Don't put that link everywhere all over the place. Don't put your like shop here link, because that does scream like, I'm a salesperson, come buy my stuff. That's an okay link to send to people privately after you've already talked to them and they're like, do you have a website I can go to? Yes, you can send them your, shop link with your screen name, your Beachbody website. But Linktree for Instagram gives you the ability to add a bunch of different links in there. And I'm going to pull mine up real quick and show you guys what I have on mine. And you don't have to put all these things on there by any means, but it gives you the chance to say, like, if you have a blog, you can link your blog on there. If you have, your Facebook, you can link your Facebook page on there. So this is what my Linktree looks like when you click on the link in my profile and Instagram. That's kind of what comes up. And then you have all these different links that you can put in there, and you can, title them and then put a link and then turn them on or off. So I have like my Change Your Mindset, Change Your Life group for 2B Mindset. I have a thing about what is coaching. I have an 80-day obsession thing. I have a link where people can purchase the loops and the sliders, because sometimes I reference those in my fitness posts and it takes them directly to my page. I call my Energize my pixie dust, my pre-workout, and I have a little link to that in there too, because I'm, you're holding up your yellow drink before you work out, or like if you watch my Insta stories, like, I just eat my scoop of Energize, and I get several messages a week of people that are like, what is that stuff you're taking? Because again, like, we're not salespeople, and I don't like to scream like, hey, come buy my Energize. Like, I call it my pixie dust, and people are like, what is that? They want to know more. So there's a link in there so they can order that. My kids' favorite organic snack shake, that's Daily Sunshine. And then I do have a free community and stuff. So these are all things, if you have an Instagram, and you already have some things in place, you can link them to that. So back to my slides. Okay. And we'll kind of dive into setting up your profile and stuff, but you do want to have a clear picture for your profile, for your Facebook profile, so people know who you are. They want to know, when someone comes to your page and they're like, what is this thing that she's doing? Like, I see her doing these workouts all the time, or maybe you sent somebody a friend request in a group that you're in to kind of grow your social media. And they're like, who is this Deidre chick? And they want to go click on your page, and then they want to be able to see who you are. So I would really recommend getting just, some decent lighting. Sun lighting is great. And just taking a clear picture of yourself and making that your profile. And then we'll talk about launching your business if you haven't done that yet. Telling a story being able to connect to somebody is so very important as far as, launching your business goes. And it's not just hey, I'm Ashley, and guess what? I'm a Beachbody coach now. So tell me all your things that you need help with, and I'm here to help you with your fitness. It's I have decided, to change my life and help other people change their life. It's telling your story. It's telling your why. Why are you here? Why did you do this? How do you feel from, your workouts? How are you feeling about this amazing opportunity? And just sharing little bits and pieces of those along the way. And we will talk a little bit more about social media posts and call to actions and things like that. But always kind of breadcrumbing and giving people the sense that they want something more, creating that curiosity. So they want to know more, or, I'm so excited to share with you guys this amazing thing that I just did. And then you talk about, your decision that led you to becoming a coach. So again, we'll dive into launching your business quite a bit more. And that's something I would recommend running by myself or by Deidre. If you have questions about I'm not really sure what to post or how to launch my business, can you maybe help give me some direction on some better wording or something to say so I don't come off, sounding like a salesperson or anything like that. So a couple things early on, just some little goals that we will help you guys achieve this month. And that's kind of your first big goal in this business. Is, I know several of you coming in have told me I'd really love to get my Shakeology paid for this month. I'd really love to help a few people. I'd really like to get to that first rank. So, a couple of things that we covered in the new coach checklist, a couple of things that we covered in the welcome email are getting to those first big goals. So what's really great about Beachbody is that they support and love on their coaches so much. And you guys know, if you've been following my page, we just went to Mexico a couple of weeks ago, compliments of Beachbody, and they do really great at rewarding their coaches for, hitting those benchmarks and achieving those goals and things like that. And Success Club is one of them. And I wanted to touch on Success Club tonight because this is something that I can tell you, for me, changed the course of my business when I put Success Club as a priority for my business growth. So Success Club is, when you enroll somebody, probably just as you enrolled with a challenge pack as a new coach, and you've got, your Shakeology, your Beachbody on Demand, or maybe you enrolled with 2B Mindset and Shakeology, or all of the things. But whenever someone enrolls with a challenge pack through you, then you get 2 Success Club points. That's for any challenge pack. Literally every challenge pack is 2 Success Club points. It puts their Shakeology on home direct. Does that mean they have to order Shakeology every month? I will tell you real quick. No, they don't have to order Shakeology every month. And maybe there's somebody that's I don't really want to use Shakeology every month. I want to try it for 30 days and then I want to cancel it. Great. They have 30 days, to try it out. And then if they want to cancel it for the following month, they're able to do that. But anyway, 2 points for any new coach or customer challenge pack for any coach or new coach or customer who orders 90 PV. PV is personal volume, kind of equates to dollars-ish. But Shakeology is 90 PV every month. So if you are ordering Shakeology every month, that's 90 PV. So say you have, your mom wants to just order a bag of Shakeology. As long as she orders it on home direct, it's 90 PV. You get 2 Success Club points. Same thing for the performance line. What's great is there's the Performance Recover, the Protein, and the Performance Energize that go together in a stack. And that is also 90 PV. So they can order a new order of Performance Line, and you can get 2 Success Club points from any coach or customer every 6 months. So like Caitlin, say you ordered something in January from somebody, or you had somebody order something from you in January, and then again in August they decided they wanted to do another challenge pack, you have the opportunity to get an additional 2 Success Club points from them as long as 6 months have passed. Again, the benefit of Success Club is for every month you hit Success Club 5, Beachbody does some kind of a reward for you. So this month it's a Joel Freeman bobblehead. Isn't that it? That's it this month, right? Joel Freeman bobblehead. Last month it was a t-shirt that says like, something boss, or I don't know. I can't remember what it said.
You got me. I don't remember.
I know. It's like, I know it was like.
We did a lot of swag.
Yeah.
We got the I'm here to help one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what this one says.
They do it right. They give us little recognition awards.
Because I like to get the free gifts.
Yeah, I do too. Books, sometimes they've done books in the past. They'll do like a webinar with, like they had Mel Robbins do a webinar the other month, and she's the one that did the 5-second rule. So there's always some kind of a really cool prize. I personally love gifts. Gift giving is my love language, and the more gifts that I can get for, doing my job, I'm like, woohoo, like free t-shirt, I'll take it. So not only do they give us prizes every month, coaches that hit Success Club monthly tend to see their income grow twice as fast as those who don't. So minimum benchmark, one person buys a challenge pack, that's 2 Success Club points. So if you can help 3 people every month, that will not only get your Shakeology paid for, because normally a challenge pack is about $50 in commission. So that'll get your Shakeology paid for, and that'll get you to Success Club. Success Club points also equate to trip dollars. So if you're somebody that's like, dude, I want the trips, like take me on the vacation, I want to go, awesome. Shoot for Success Club every month, and for every 1 Success Club point, you get 10 trip dollars, and you can earn up to $1,200 to pay for your trip. Usually the trips, the Mexico trip, the room, like the minimum room you could get was like $1,200. So boom, covered. So Beachbody and they always give that option to like have your trip totally covered with your Success Club trip dollars. So then, there's Success Club parties, like at Summit, they have a Success Club party. They have recognition for, like, if you're hitting Success Club regularly, like Success Club All-Stars, if you've hit Success Club for 12 months in a row, All-Star Legend, 24 months in a row, you get VIP seating at Summit, all kinds of fancy little things just for doing your job every month. So if you want to see your business grow, Success Club 5 is Success Club 6, 3 people a month is a great place to start. If you want to see your business grow even faster, shoot for 10. And that's 5 people a month. So also, if you hit Success Club in your first 3 months, first full 3 months in the business, so say you signed up on April 25th, you have May, June, and July, and if you hit Success Club in each of those months, then Beachbody gives you a free ticket to Summit. Obviously, you're not going to be able to cash it in this year because Summit's next month, but that'll give you a free ticket to Summit next year. And the tickets are anywhere from $145, usually like the first month that they go on sale, to like $295 at the door. So it's a heck of a deal to earn that free ticket. And, what happened there? Delete. No? What is happening? Of course. Deidre, anything you want to jump in on while I'm trying to clean up this mess over here?
I can think of something to say.
There we go.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I'm just moving them over.
Okay, it's on top now. You're good.
So one of the other things, kind of in addition to Success Club, is hitting your first rank as a coach, and that's Emerald rank. And Emerald rank is when you have signed one coach on one leg and one coach on the other. And genealogy, left leg, right leg, at first it's like, what are you talking about? This is like, it's like I'm speaking, Chinese over here. And it is a little confusing. However, as we break it down, you are at the center of your business right here, and you have 2 legs on each side where you can build your team. You'll have a weak leg and a strong leg based on where you're placed in your uplines, downline. And as your team will grow, you'll notice each leg generates volume. Now, you cannot earn any commissions from anyone underneath you in your downline, anything like that. but you can earn volume, which translates into cycle bonuses. So as an Emerald coach, if you have a coach over here, if you have, a leg over here that generates 200 PV volume, so that would be like, let's say you've got 3 people on Shakeology Home Direct, that's 270 PV. And then you've got 100 PV over here, so it's 200 and 100. So let's say you've got something over here that's generating 100, and then you earn 1 cycle bonus. As an Emerald coach, that translates to $14. It does not seem like very much initially, but that is also a weekly paycheck that you get. So when you rank Advanced to Emerald, sign 1 coach over here and 1 coach over here. Doesn't have to be an active coach. They don't have to be working the business. For me, it was my mom and my husband, and boom, I went Emerald. And that's great. If you have like friends and family members that are like, dude, I'm all in, like I want to drink Shakeology, I want to do the workouts, awesome. Sign them up as a coach, because you're going to help them get that 25% off discount too. And that's kind of a nice little perk, especially if they're military, because that $15 monthly fee is waived. But what's nice about going Emerald, and again, if it's your husband that you're signing up, you're going to get that commission from them enrolling. So think about that. So whatever you're paying for enrolling them, you're going to get that back in commission too. So Emerald rank, 200 PV, 100 PV, that generates 1 cycle. So as your volume continues to grow, then your team cycle bonuses will continue to grow. When you rank Advanced to Ruby Coach, which is your next level after Emerald, you'll have 2 coaches over here, 2 coaches over here. One's an Emerald over here. And then your cycle bonuses go up to 16. When you hit Diamond, that's your next rank advancement. That's 4 coaches, 1 Emerald, 1 Emerald. That's $18 per cycle. As your business builds, again, like you will see the majority of your income initially will come from commissions, but as you continue to build and grow, you will see that will start to change and shift a little bit. And as you're building a rockstar solid team, does not happen overnight, by the way. As you're building your team and as you're, bringing on more awesome women who are crushing it, and men, then you will see your team continue to grow and you will see your income continue to grow. And that weekly residual paycheck, guys, let me tell you, like when that big weekly residual paycheck comes through and you open up your Coach Online office on Thursday morning, because every Thursday we get paid, you open up your Coach Online office and you're like, what? Like what? That's a really, really awesome feeling. And it's an awesome feeling because you are doing amazing things. Your team is doing amazing things. And it's kind of nice to, have that little residual income too. So as you hit Emerald Coach too, again, you unlock the compensation plan, the weekly paychecks, the residual income. Your volume then begins to carry over. So, say you have that 270 on one leg. You don't just lose that 70, that carries over to, the next month or the next cycle and all of that. And that volume banks. So you will never lose that volume. Does it reset? It doesn't ever reset, right? Like you're muted. Oh, wait. Nope, you weren't. I just couldn't hear you.
So we would get a carryover volume, which means like, say you have like 300 on one side and, 280 on another side. So you're going to have extra volume on one leg with your cycles, and that'll actually carry over to the next week for your next cycles, which is really cool. You don't lose that. But you'll have, it is like a lot, like millions of PV before it would, or TV before it would actually reset. Mm-hmm. So you'd have to have like millions and millions of volume for like 8 years before it would actually reset. But usually you would build and use that volume before it would go away. Does that make sense? And the only other time it would go away is if you go inactive.
Right. So always double check so we operate on Thursday to Thursday morning to Wednesday night. So Wednesday night, it's Eastern time, midnight. So if you're like me in Central time, I know that like if I'm pushing for rank, I have to get everything in at 10:59 on Wednesday night. East Coast, it's 9 o'clock. West Coast, I'm sorry, it's 9 o'clock. So just know, if you have somebody if you're trying to hit Success Club and it's the end of the month, which hopefully nobody ever does that. Hopefully you get your Success Club in early in the month. Then know that, your orders or whatever need to be in by whatever that time is, whatever 59 p.m., depending on your time zone. Because if it's like 11 o'clock for me, I've had it happen before. It's been 11:01 and they're like, sorry, man, like it was the next day, so that doesn't count. And it's like, you're just really frustrated about that. So anyway, that's what I have for slides. And I know we're pushing 9 o'clock. So does anyone have any questions you want to ask about, dive into? I know that was a lot of information all at once. And this is our new coach call. So you can go back and watch the recording. You can kind of take your time as we ease into this, and we kind of just threw a lot at you guys. But we want to just kind of cover the basics and let you know, like, we are a team and we're going to do this together and we're going to work through this together and we're going to help you reach your goals, whatever they may be. So if you're overwhelmed, deep breaths. We were all there. We were all brand new coaches too.
And like Ashley said, all of that information that she covered, we're going to go more in depth and we're going to say it. You guys are going to hear it over and over and over again. Like the whole left leg and right leg and the volume, like I was really nervous about that when I was first starting. I'm like, I'm not a numbers person and this is totally confusing me. But once you actually physically have those numbers in your back office and your upline coach will look at it with you, it's going to make a lot more sense. So it's more of like you'll learn as you do it kind of thing, but it will get easier for you. And we're going to go over it like a whole bunch more. So this is not the only time you're going to hear it. And guys, please don't be afraid to ask questions. Like even if you heard it and we've said it before and you don't remember, or you're struggling because there's just information overload, ask us again and we're happy to say it over. Also, the FAQs is going to be your best friend. So the FAQs in your back office, you just go to the bottom of your go into your back office, coach office, go to the bottom and it says FAQs or the search bar and you type in whatever it is. So if you're looking for information on Success Club or on Emerald Rank, you type that in the search bar, Emerald Rank or Success Club, and you're going to have all these FAQs that is going to give you information of what you're actually looking for. If you can't find it there, ask in the team page. If you can't find it in the team page, then ask your upline coach. That's usually the way that that the process, the steps that we go to figure out whatever it is you're looking for. But we're all here to help you no matter what.
I just put the link for the FAQs in the chat too. So if that's something you want to copy and paste and like save to your notes or whatever on your computer, then that way, like that's, just an easy link to just click on and like search whatever it is that you're looking for. Google Docs, if you don't use Google Docs, that's something that I will say that is like my best friend, because I put a lot of things in Google Docs. I put, those of you that are on my team that have looked through the 2B mindset documents that I've shared, like that's all through Google Docs. And it's a really great way to, especially if, there's things that we're going through with training and you're like, I really want to go back and like kind of redo that. Start yourself a Google Doc of, training things I want to cover, and then just save those links or whatever and save them in there. And, same thing with like your coach ID, like that's something that you kind of need to have like in your head, or at least, the link to, so that way when somebody's like, send me your link, you're like, crap, I don't know what it is. That way you have it there. So just a little resource that you can use along the way. And we're all so excited. I mean, I've said it before. And those of you that I've talked to privately, I mean, how excited I am to have you guys here and to be on this call and to help you just do amazing things with your personal goals and with your business. It's an amazing journey. It's an amazing thing to be a part of. It's an amazing time to be a coach right now. I mean, for anyone who, like Caitlin, I know posted about 2B mindset and doing a group, and she's just had like a crap ton of traction already and is blowing it up. And it's a really exciting time to be a coach when there's a lot of interest and people want to change their lives and they see the impact that, that this can have on their health and stuff like that. So just know that you are doing something amazing, if not for yourself, for so many other people too.
The
So.
only other thing that I wanted to say real quick is if you listen to Ashley and myself sharing our story, the biggest thing for you guys when you're first starting, if you're like, this is so much, like, what's the most important thing I can do first? Guys, if anything, it's letting people know what you're doing by sharing your own story. You know, doing your workouts, drinking your Shakeology, and just living the lifestyle yourself and being willing to be vulnerable and put yourself out there on social media and share a post-workout selfie or a video of you working out, or how good, just a picture of you and how good you feel being in this lifestyle. You sharing your story is going to impact more lives than you will ever know. And it's like, I just did a post. Sorry, I was doing a post as you were talking, but it's because I needed to do one. But I was doing my post, and it's like, using social media is scary for people. And a lot of people think you can't build a business using social media. But do you guys realize how many more people you can help just by using social media rather than only the people in your community? I was a personal trainer. I could only help people that went to my gym. You guys can help people from all over the US, Canada, and the UK. Like, that's pretty darn amazing that you have that many people you can help. So use this social media to your advantage. I know some people hate social media, but this business, social media is a blessing to us because it just allows us to reach more people. So the more you share, the more people you're going to help. So that's all I would say.
And just being yourself. And I know so many, I mean, all of you guys are. Like, we've met through social media. We've loved following your journey and seeing, so obviously we've saw something in you that we know would be amazing, or you've saw something in yourself that you're like, I can totally do this. Or you've seen something in us and you're like, I can do that. Like, come on, like, I can do that. I'm already doing that. So just continuing to do that. Nothing changes now that you're a Beachbody coach. I mean, you're still the same person that you were before you signed up to be a coach. You just have these really awesome resources that can help people change their lives. And that's exactly what we do. We're a support system, we're resources, we're cheerleaders, and we're coaches, and we're moms, and we're women, and we're all of the other things. We wear a lot of hats, but we have some really awesome tools in our back pocket that we can help people with and help people be successful with. So welcome, and yeah, let's do this. Let's build some businesses and rock some results. All right, so I will upload the recording and post that into the group if you want to go back and listen if there's anything. So this week, we're kind of just going to be covering some of the things that we talked about already. So within the training, just check in there regularly. There will be some assignments, some simple little assignments and things that are going to help, understand and help you learn a lot along the way. And if it's, if you're getting overwhelmed, make sure you're touching in with us and letting us know like what you're struggling with, what you need help with understanding and stuff like that too. Because that's what we're here for. And like, believe me, I still have questions every day. Like, am I doing this right? What should, and that's the beauty of this business, is that you can kind of do it however you want and make it what you want to. So we will convene this week, and thanks so much, you guys, for getting on the call tonight. We appreciate it. I know taking time away from your family isn't always easy, but we do appreciate you getting on. And again, any questions, just drop them into the group, and we'll see you this week.
Hey,
One more thing.
Tonight, I just want you guys to think about for tomorrow, your assignment is going to be to announce that you're a coach publicly on Facebook. So tonight, just like think about how you want to do it. Think about what you want to say, how you want to share your journey. Tomorrow, I will do a post on using different examples and everything like that. But just think for yourself on, how has this journey helped you? Even getting started, how do you feel? How can it help you if it hasn't changed you yet by looking at other people? But yeah, just think about that on how you want to do your post for tomorrow, and we'll talk more tomorrow.
Monday nights are a really good night on social media too. So I would doesn't mean you have to get up at 6 a.m. and be like, boom, I'm here, I'm a coach. Like, just like you can hang out tomorrow and like kind of, you don't have to do it first thing in the morning. But Monday nights are a really good night on social media for like engagement and traction and stuff like that. So yeah, and if you need help working through any of that stuff, we're here to help you. So, all right, gals. Well, thanks again. You guys have a great night. Bye-bye.